Welcome to our channel. USA Coin Spot. Pocket change pays off. This rare penny could make you rich. Top 1. Have you ever looked at a simple penny and thought, this can't be worth more than a cent, right? Well, what if I told you there's a special penny, made in 2009, that could be hiding in someone's drawer right now, and it's worth more than a brand new luxury car? Stay exactly where you are, because what you're about to hear might change how you see every coin in your collection. In 2009, to celebrate the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the United States Mint did something different. They released 4 unique reverse designs of the Lincoln penny, known as the Bicentennial cents. You might have seen them: the log cabin design, the one with young Lincoln reading, the one showing him standing outside the Illinois Capitol, and the unfinished U.S. Capitol dome. But here's the twist most people missed. While millions of these pennies were released into circulation, the real treasure, the hidden gold mine, came inside something called the 2009 proof set. Specifically, the proof pennies made of 95% copper, just like the old-school Lincoln wheat pennies from decades ago. Now here's the part they don't tell you on the news. There's one type of 2009 Lincoln penny, from the actual proof set, that collectors have gone absolutely wild over. Why? Because it's flawless. It's a mirror-like, deep cameo finish, with ultra-sharp details, no scratches, and that pure copper shine that just screams rare treasure. And if you're lucky enough to own a perfect example, professionally graded and authenticated, the numbers will blow your mind. One of these 2009 proof pennies, just one, has sold for $2,700. But hold on, we're not done. There are other examples, even more pristine, that crossed into elite territory. One particular penny, from the same 2009 proof series, submitted to a top-tier grading service, stunned the market when it sold for $53,000. Yes, you heard that right. $53,000 for one penny. This isn't clickbait. These are real coins, real collectors, and real auctions happening right now across America. You just need to know what to look for. So what makes your 2009 penny potentially worth thousands? First, it has to come from the proof set, not the regular pocket change version. Second, it's got to be in perfect condition, no fingerprints, no scratches, no dullness. And third, the coin must be made of 95% copper, not the modern zinc variety. This detail alone sets it apart from nearly every penny made in recent decades. Now here's the part that's really driving coin collectors into a frenzy. The professional coin grading services and numismatic guarantee company are grading these proof pennies at the highest levels ever seen. And when that happens, the price skyrockets. Collectors are literally bidding against each other to own these museum-worthy pieces. Imagine finding a coin in your father's drawer, or inside an old proof set you forgot you had, and discovering it's worth more than your entire monthly salary, or maybe even your car. This is exactly why you need to check your 2009 proof sets right now. Flip through your collection. Look closely at the pennies. Look for those brilliant finishes, the sharp strike, and of course, the original packaging that proves it came straight from the US Mint. Because somewhere out there, maybe even sitting in a dusty closet near you, there could be a penny worth $2,700. Or if you're unbelievably lucky, a jaw-dropping $53,000. And yes, it's still happening today. So before you spend another penny without a second thought, ask yourself, could this be the one? And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to share it with someone who might just be sitting on a small fortune. Subscribe for more coin secrets, hidden gems, and treasures waiting to be discovered in plain sight. Top 2. You've been spending them your whole life. They jingle in your pockets, roll under your car seats, and sit forgotten in jars across America. But what if I told you one of those pennies, just one, could secretly be worth tens of thousands of dollars? Now listen closely, because this isn't about some new mint error or a modern gimmick. We're going back almost half a century, to a very special year in American history. 1976. The year of the United States Bicentennial. A year when the country celebrated 200 years of independence, and the U.S. Mint was busy crafting coins that, even back then, had collectors buzzing. But here's what 99% of people completely overlook. While most eyes were locked on the 1976 quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins that got the special bicentennial redesigns, the humble Lincoln penny quietly flew under the radar. No design change. No flashy dates. Just good old Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But there's a hidden secret buried in the 1976 proof sets, and it has nothing to do with what's obvious. Because hidden in those shiny little black display cases, shipped straight from the U.S. Mint in San Francisco, were 1976 proof pennies was something so rare, so pristine, and so perfect, that decades later, collectors are throwing thousands, and in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars at them. We're talking about ultra-high-grade, flawless deep cameo-proof pennies, the kind that almost never survive, the kind that never hit circulation, the kind that were never meant to be touched. These coins were struck with incredible care, mirror-like fields, frosted design elements, and precision you don't see in regular pennies. And if you own the right one, your financial life could change in an instant. So here's what you need to look for. First, the penny must come from the actual 1976 proof set, not a circulated coin, not a damaged version, and definitely not a replica. It must be original, untouched, and stored in pristine condition. Second, and this is where things get wild, your penny must be graded by a professional coin grading service. We're talking perfect or near perfect grades, like PR 69 or even the Holy Grail, PR 70. Only a tiny number of these coins exist in that condition. But when they do, buckle up. One of these stunning 1976 proof pennies has already sold for $2,700 at auction. That's impressive, but it's just the beginning, because the market has exploded. Collectors, investors, and dealers are now watching these coins like hawks, waiting for the next record breaker. And it happened. One of these pennies, yes, the same type that could be sitting in your father's old drawer, or in your grandfather's untouched proof set, shocked the numismatic world when it sold for a mind-blowing $79,000. That's $79,000. For a penny. Let that sink in. People walk past these coins every day. They ignore them. They underestimate them. They toss them aside. But the smart collectors, the eagle-eyed treasure hunters, they know exactly what's at stake. You could have a piece of American history worth more than most people's yearly salary, sitting quietly in a forgotten proof set from 1976. So here's what you need to do right now. Go grab that old coin box. Open the safe. Check your family's collection. Find the 1976 proof set. Look for that glimmering Lincoln cent, copper, sharp, mirror finished, flawless. If it looks untouched, it just might be a candidate, and if you even suspect it's in perfect condition, don't guess. Don't spend it. Send it to be graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC, because you might be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand. Not a myth. Not a rumor. Real coins. Real sales. Real cash. From just one 1976 proof penny, collectors have paid as much as $2,700, and at the top of the market, a jaw-dropping $79,000. And that, my friend, is the reason why every coin collector in America is now looking twice at their 1976 pennies. Still think it's just pocket change? Think again. If you found this video helpful, or even just exciting, smash that like button, share it with someone who might be sitting on a treasure, and subscribe, because we're just getting started uncovering the hidden gems of American coinage. Your next payday might be hiding in plain sight. Top 3. You know those pennies you see every day? The ones that clutter your pocket, your car, your couch cushions? Most people just toss them aside without a second thought. But today, I want to tell you a story about one penny, a very special penny, minted in 1968, from the official proof set. And this penny? It could be hiding in your collection right now, waiting to make you thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars richer. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1968, perfectly preserved in its proof form, has the potential to be worth a staggering fortune. And I'm going to tell you exactly why, how to spot it, And what could make your coin one of the most valuable pennies in America? Let's start with a little history point. 1968 was a year full of change and turmoil in the United States, a year that saw historic events and shifts in culture. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was quietly producing coins that would eventually become the holy grail for collectors, the 1968 proof pennies. Proof coins are different from the pennies you find in your change. These coins were specially struck using polished dies and planchets, which gave them an incredibly sharp, mirror-like finish. Every detail, from Lincoln's profile to the tiny lettering on the edge, is crisp and flawless. They were made not for spending, but for collectors, people who understood the value of perfection and rarity. Now, here's what makes the 1968 proof penny so rare. Unlike other coins, most proof pennies from this year were kept in protective cases or sets, but over time, many have been damaged or lost. Some have scratches, fingerprints, or have even been accidentally released into circulation. Finding one today in pristine condition, with no blemishes, no wear, and that unmistakable deep cameo finish? It's like finding a diamond in the rough. And that's where the real money comes in. You see, coin collectors don't just want any penny. They want the best. They want coins graded by professionals who examine every inch for scratches, discoloration, or imperfections. These grading companies assign scores that can turn a simple penny into a collector's dream. A 1968 proof penny graded at the highest levels, think PR 69 or the perfect PR 70, is a rare trophy. Only a handful of these coins exist in the world. Because of this extreme rarity, the value skyrockets. Already, one 1968 proof penny has sold for $2,700. That's a serious chunk of change for a coin most people think is worthless. But it gets even better. The rarest, most flawless examples have been auctioned off for as much as $79,000. That's right, $79,000 for a single penny. Imagine holding that in your hand. This isn't some internet myth or exaggerated tale. These sales are recorded, documented, and verified by the top experts in numismatics. Real collectors are paying these prices because they know the market is growing, and the supply of these perfect proof pennies is shrinking every year. So, what should you do if you think you have one? First, locate your old proof sets or ask relatives if they have any stored away. The 1968 proof penny typically comes in a special case, sometimes black or blue, with other coins from the same year. Next, examine the penny closely. Look for a deep mirror-like shine, with no scratches or marks. The lettering and images should be razor sharp, and the copper color should be vibrant and rich. If it looks promising, do not spend it, do not toss it, and do not clean it. Cleaning can ruin its value instantly. Instead, send it to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. Their experts will evaluate the coin's condition and give it a grade that can multiply its value. Even if your penny isn't perfect, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands, depending on condition. And remember, the demand is only increasing. More collectors and investors are hunting for these rare proof pennies than ever before. To put it simply, the 1968 proof penny is one of the best kept secrets in American coin collecting. It combines history, rarity, and beauty into one tiny coin that could change your financial future. From $2,700 on the low end to $79,000 for the most pristine, professionally graded specimens, this is a coin worth checking for in every collection. So before you spend your pennies or let them sit forgotten, take a closer look at 1968 proof pennies. You might just be holding a small fortune. If you found this video eye-opening, hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories and tips that could make you money. Because sometimes, the smallest things hold the greatest treasures. Top 4. You might want to check your coin collection, because there's a little copper-colored coin hiding in old US proof sets that has the power to blow your mind and possibly your bank account wide open. We're talking about the 1985 American penny. Not just any 1985 penny, but the ultra-rare, ultra-valuable version that only came from one place. The official United States Mint proof set. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a penny. A 1-cent coin. How could it possibly be worth anything more than a few cents? That's exactly what most people think. And that's exactly why this coin is such a well-kept secret. In 1985, the US Mint released proof sets specifically for collectors. These weren't made for everyday use or pocket change. These coins were specially struck with high-pressure dies on polished blanks, producing a flawless mirror finish, incredible detail, and a shine that still dazzles collectors today. Every coin in a proof set is a premium piece of art, and the 1985 penny is no exception. But here's where it gets really interesting, and really greedy. Most of these proof sets ended up in drawers, closets, safety deposit boxes, sealed and forgotten. Some stayed intact. Some were broken apart. Some were lost entirely. But a few, and I mean a very rare few, survived in absolute gem condition. And those few? They're worth serious money today. You see, coin collectors and grading experts look for proof coins that are perfect. We're talking about sharp strikes, no scratches, no smudges, and deep cameo contrast. That sharp, frosted design sitting above a mirror-like background. These coins get graded on a 70-point scale by services like PCGS and NGC. If your 1985 proof penny scores at the top, PR 69, or even the Holy Grail, PR 70, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a payday. And here's the part that will blow your mind. Some of these 1985 proof pennies, the ones in jaw-dropping, museum-quality condition, have sold for an unbelievable $2,700. But that's just the beginning. The rarest examples, coins so flawless they look like they were minted yesterday, have crossed into legendary territory. At top auctions, with collectors battling to get their hands on the best of the best, a single 1985 proof penny has fetched a jaw-dropping $69,000. Let that sink in. A 1-cent coin, from a proof set you might already have, potentially worth more than a luxury car. The reason? Supply and demand. These perfect coins are rare, extremely rare. And as more collectors wake up to their true value, the demand keeps rising. Meanwhile, the number of untouched, pristine proof pennies from 1985 keeps shrinking. Time is literally increasing their value. So here's what you need to do right now. Go check your 1985 proof sets. If you inherited any coins from parents or grandparents, dig them out. Look for that deep red copper shine. Look at the details on Lincoln's face and jacket. Are they crisp? Is the surface mirror-like with a frosted finish on the design? If so, you may be holding something incredibly valuable, and don't clean it. Don't touch it with bare fingers. One fingerprint can destroy a coin's value in seconds. If you believe your coin looks untouched, send it to be professionally graded. Only with certification can you truly unlock its full value, because whether it sells for $2,700, or you hit the jackpot with a flawless specimen that brings in $69,000, that tiny copper coin could be your hidden gold mine. Think about that the next time you see a penny. Now you know, it's not always just pocket change. Sometimes, it's a treasure waiting to be discovered. If this shocked you, amazed you, or even made you a little greedy, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might be holding on to a fortune, and subscribe for more coin secrets, hidden values, and unbelievable stories from the world of numismatics. You could be one coin away from a financial surprise you'll never forget. Top 5. How much can a penny be worth? $1? $5? Maybe $100 if it's old enough? No, forget everything you thought you knew about pocket change. Because there's one penny out there, hiding quietly in proof sets from the year 1990, that has stunned collectors and shocked auction houses. And it's not worth $100. Not $1,000. We're talking serious, jaw-dropping cash for one tiny coin. This is the secret of the 1990 American proof penny, and if you stick with me to the end, you'll understand why this unassuming little coin has fetched up to $78,000. Yes. 1 cent $78,000. Let's dive in. 1990, the United States Mint released proof sets, beautiful, highly detailed collections of coins made with exceptional care and craftsmanship. These aren't coins you find in change. These are coins made to be perfect. Struck twice with polished dies on carefully prepared planchets, each coin in a proof set is made to look flawless. But here's where things get crazy. There were two main types of 1990 pennies. One came from everyday circulation. The other? It came from the U.S. Mint's San Francisco facility as part of the official 1990 proof set, and these were struck with stunning detail, gleaming finishes, and mirror-like perfection. Now, let's talk about why these proof pennies from 1990 are so unbelievably valuable. First, condition. Only the highest quality coins survive over the decades. Proof pennies that still shine like the day they were struck, coins without a single scratch, blemish, or fingerprint, are extremely rare. Second, rarity. In 1990, something unusual happened at the San Francisco Mint. While most of the proof pennies were struck with a small S mint mark, indicating San Francisco, a few were mistakenly made with no mint mark at all, a shocking error that slipped past the quality control process. This created one of the most famous and desirable modern errors in U.S. coin history, the 1990 No S Lincoln cent. Combine that minting error with proof-level perfection, and suddenly, you're not holding just any penny, you're holding a financial weapon. And here's the thing, even the regular 1990 proof pennies, with the S mint mark, can be incredibly valuable if they are flawless. When these coins are submitted to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC and come back with a top score, PR69 or the perfect PR70 deep cameo, their value skyrockets. Collectors want these coins. Investors fight for them. And when one hits the auction block, boom! That's when the money starts flying. A 1990 proof penny, professionally graded and in near perfect condition, has already sold for a staggering $2,700. But that's just the floor. That's where it starts. The most flawless, mint-fresh, museum-quality examples, especially those with the infamous No S mint mark error, have sold for absolutely unbelievable amounts. One of these legendary proof pennies from 1990 brought in a breathtaking $78,000 at auction. Let that sink in. A 1-cent coin. $78,000. Right now, that coin could be sitting in a box somewhere, untouched for decades. Maybe in your attic. Maybe in your dad's safe. Maybe in a proof set you bought at a flea market or inherited from a grandparent. And the craziest part? Most people have no idea what they're holding. So here's what you need to do today. Find your 1990 proof sets. Look carefully at the penny inside. Check the mint mark. Is there an S for San Francisco? Is it missing? Is the surface perfect? No scratches, no haze, no handling marks? If you even suspect your coin could be flawless, don't touch it. Do not clean it. Do not try to shine it up. You'll destroy its value. Get it professionally graded. A top-tier certification is your ticket to unlocking the full value of that coin. And who knows? You might be holding a life-changing surprise, the kind of find that turns a small, forgotten penny into a giant stack of cash. From $2,700 on the low end to a jaw-dropping $78,000 at the top of the market, the 1990 proof penny is not just collectible. It's potentially life-changing. So before you ever spend another penny or overlook another proof set, think twice. Because in the world of coins, it's not always about age. Sometimes, it's about perfection, rarity, and being in the right place at the right time. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, share it with anyone who might be sitting on a treasure, and subscribe for more real stories about coins that could make you rich. Your next fortune might just be 1 cent away.